And I'm live again. Hello, boys. We have an error on Twitch. Why we have an error on Twitch? We have an error on Twitch. What is going on? We have an error. Oh, no, we don't. It's just the... Okay. It's just the chat. It's just the chat that is not working as expected, but it's fine. The transmission is on. Okay, nice. I still need to do a few things. Just bear with me a second. I just need to do a few things like fixing the webcam. Because there are some settings that I need to do basically every time, but it's okay, they're very quick, so just a few clicks. Just a few clicks, some calibration. Finally. For some reason the chat of Twitch is not working, but I think it's fine. I think we can do this, boys. I think we can do this. Hello. Hello. Good evening. I'm here for another stream. Trying to build this game. Doing my best to build this game and make it enjoyable, functional, with some funny bugs, but not too many. We will see. We will see. We have a picture of the day. Two girls with a rog. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Okay, so I didn't have time. I didn't have a lot of time between yesterday and now, unfortunately. Like probably like 10 minutes. But in those 10 minutes, I did a bit of a reasoning on how our algorithm should actually work. And at the moment I realized that yes, it's kind of working, but we have a problem we need to fix. Okay, we have a problem we need to fix, and this problem is related to the way that we navigate the tree of decisions, right? Because our tribe has specific decisions to take. Let me just change the music. Music. Every tribe has a specific decision to take. And for example, our mining tribe, okay, which is the tribe that we are debugging now, has three main what we call recipe, but you can just call them tasks, okay? Has three main tasks. The first one is do nothing, which is just you know, kind of a placeholder. Well, it's not really a placeholder, but it's like the default behavior where the members or some of the members are just waiting. Okay, so it's just to simulate that they are not working like ants 24/7. But hello Tony, hello Hula, hello One Learner, hi, hey, hello to all the other ones that joined. Thank you for joining. You have to put an Easter egg in this game. Maybe we will. I can put an Anki. I can put an Anki that says mistakes were made. We will see. Then there is minor tribe spots. This one is basically reserving spots for building. Okay. So there is what this one does. And then there is another one, which is evolve. Okay, evolve is the one that we have been working on the most, right? Because we don't care about the other two. The other two are basically working. And so evolve has 4 tasks, right? Has 4 tasks. Breed 16 guys. Mine, I think 150 coal. Mine 100 gold. Then build campfires and build tents, right? So actually 5. Now, mine coal and mine gold, which are the ones that we investigated the most, also have another subtask, which is explore mines, okay? And the way we are, I'm trying to express it in the most concise way, but the way our tribe takes a decision is based on these 3 and some other parameters, okay? But basically based on these 3, which is anyway scriptable. So this is part of our script in the database, so you can change it for every tribe. You can make the tribe do different things and also react to different events. But this is our test example, okay? Which in a way includes pretty much all the basic pieces. So expanding, like reproducing, mining, building, right? And exploring. So it's already including a lot of the capabilities. So it's a good example. Now, what we introduced in the last 2 days is the concept of failure. And the concept of failure is happening in one of these tasks, okay? In one of these tasks. So for example, we have seen that due to a problem in identifying the gold, but this is not something that we care for, our tribe is failing on this particular task, right? In reality, he's doing it, but he's reporting a failure, but we don't care about that. I think it's a good, it helps us to get one where it fails, right? So this one is failing. So we said, if this task is failing more than X amount of times, okay, and at the moment we said 3 times. So if it's failing 3 times, we consider this a critical failure, right? And if it's a critical failure, then we want the tribe to ignore this task for some time. We didn't define yet how much time, but we said for some time. Now, you know what is happening, unfortunately? Is happening that this particular one is anyway selected, because in our critical failure, we are not excluding the children's, okay? And so basically, if, for example, I have another task, you know, here, which is go to mine 1, right? And then I have another task, which is go to mine 2, and these 2 obviously are children of this one, and this one is a children of this one, and this one is a children of this one, and this one is children of this one, right? So you understand that there is a 3, right? It's a 3 of I don't know how to represent it better than this, but it's a 3, right? So actually right? So this is a child of this, and this is a child of this, and this is a child of this, a child of this. Okay, so you get the point, right? So it's like a 3. So if we still have in the 3 this task and this task, right? And this one is the critical failure. the way our algorithm is designed now, it will anyway pick, even if this is a failure, it will pick go to mine 1. And this is a major problem, right? This is a major problem because it means that we are not excluding the whole branch. While what we want to do, we really want to exclude the whole branch, right? If we have a failure at this level, the whole branch should be ignored for some time. Then we can execute it later on, right? So for example, if the critical failure is at this level, then we want to exclude all of this. And the tribe should execute the other 2, right? Right? So this is the important point. Now, unfortunately, the way our algorithm has been designed, which is this one, is not taking into account this possibility. And so basically what this algorithm is doing, very simply, is basically putting all these ones into a single list. And this is the big mistake, I would say, right? So it's putting all these ones in a single list, flat, which is a queue, right? And then is excluding this one because it's a critical failure. So this one will actually be ignored. But since these ones are still valid, these ones are selected. Because there is no, in the current algorithm, there is no knowledge of this structure. And it doesn't take care, it doesn't consider the child-parent relationship, right? So we need to change that. We need to change that. Are you familiar with this NVIDIA developer program, NVIDIA Insight System, a system web performance analysis tool, clication, if you select the largest opportunity to optimize and well, at the moment I didn't work a lot on performances, but Unreal Engine is already providing, you know, significant tools for debugging performance. So basically you can enable on screen, you know, the visualization of the shader complexity, the visualization of the texture complexity, the visualization of the light that are overlapping, so the light map density, the triangle counts or something like so, the complete geometry complexity. So you can already do a lot of that checking on the performance through the standard Unreal functionality. But yeah, so maybe, but so I would say first we ensure that we have used all the Unreal Engine tools, and then if something is still bad, maybe we can also go with this additional NVIDIA tool, right? Okay, so so basically what I want to do, I want to change this algorithm, you know, to basically navigate the structure in a more parent-child relationship, and to really exclude a full tree when there is a failure. I think that is the only way that it will ensure us that this algorithm is working properly. So basically we need to redo this piece, because this piece is not what we need, right? It's not what we need. So the idea, right, and I was working on it right now, but I had very few minutes, so can you move a recipe down the list? In theory I could, but I don't think it's a good idea, because there is a kind of a dependency, there is a logic dependency, right? A logical dependency on those. So our example of the other day, which was build a fortress of gold, get 100 gold, get 10 silver, mine the gold, etc. So there is really a logical sequence in which, you know, things needs to be done. So in this way, to allow a result in the opposite way, you know, and then at the end build your fortress. So I mean, changing the sequence Changing the sequence is very problematic because we'll break the logic, so I don't think we can do it. It's technically possible, but I don't think it's a good idea. So what do we need to do? We need to basically remove all this code, right? Now I can comment it out for now. It's fine. We can comment it out for now. And then we call a new function, right? We call a new function. Which is this function here, which is recurse3, which we use to recurse in this tree, right? Recurse in this tree, going down, checking all the children, and then properly excluding the levels that we don't need, right? And when we exclude from that point down. So basically we exclude the whole rest of the tree, right? Which is, I think, is what we need. Okay, so so what we're gonna give to the recurse tree is the current node, which is this. We want to get as a result the best node, and we want to get as a result the failed node. Okay, so those ones we are going to get them as a result. Now the recurse tree, the first thing that it needs to do, it needs to get each child, right, and recurse the tree again, right? Because we want to be sure that in this way we are scanning the whole structure. Now, when we are on a specific node, we need to check for critical failure, right? Which is this one. And I think that this one, we need to do it before going into the child, right? So we will check if the current node is a critical failure. And if it's a critical failure, we will assign the current node to it, right? And I would say at that point we would return, right? So we would exit from the recursion at this point, right? And obviously this node cannot be selected as the best node. It cannot be selected as the best node because it's already a failed node, right? Now, if this node is not a critical failure, right, is not, then I think we can apply pretty much the same logic we had here, right? Keeping, so I think the algorithm will be similar anyway, but we can analyze, you know, does the current node have less weight, right, than the best node? And it doesn't see it as a pointer. It doesn't see it as a pointer. Okay. I think the priority thingy is pretty much the same. So that we select as the best node the one that has the best priority, and the one that has the less wait time. So I think that this part should be pretty much identical. Then we recurse on each child. Okay, and okay. So my suggestion is that we run through this code 1 second and we see what happens. Okay, because I just want to see if the recursion is going well or not. And the problem is that it has been flattened. Yes, the problem of that algorithm is that it's flattening everything. So and so that's why I want to remove it. So this is the part that is flattening the structure, right? And this is the part that I removed because it's basically putting everything into a queue without any parent and child relationship, right? Hello, Strick. Hi. The fail node is broken. You are referencing a null pointer there. We must return a value. Gets next recipe. What do we want to? Yeah, the return. I think the return is something that I need to decide yet. So I don't know. The return, I think at the moment is if best node is available, we return best node. If not, we return failed node. And if failed node is also null, then we just return null because we don't have any other options, right? Okay, let's just run it 1 second. Yeah, I want to pass it by reference, right? So I want that to be a reference. So does it have to be a pointer reference to do that? Probably, huh? Because otherwise I'm passing the value and then I cannot bring it back to a pointer, huh? Probably. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Let me just see where we are in the simulation. I just want to see that we get a good case of a reasonable tree to navigate. We are streaming maps. So you think that this will complain, huh? This will complain. Let me just check. So I just want to see if we have the right yeah, I mean, this first check is basically useless, but it's just because we are in the recursive function, but it's basically checking the top node with himself, right? So it's a bit useless, I would say. No? It's kind of useless, but it's fine. The weight for now is always 0. And the priority here should be different. Yeah, you see that now the priority, the current node is 1, and the best node is 0. Right? So the current node is 1 because is the first child, right? And the best node is 0. So in theory the first child will win if it's not a critical failure, which we checked before, right? So I think it's okay. In terms of logic, is okay. So now in theory the current node will be selected, right? Exactly. And so now the current node is selected as the best one, and the current node is the do nothing. Okay, so it is assigned to our best node. Okay, then we go in again, but in this case we don't have a child. Ah, fuck. Why? Wait. No. There is something not working. Wait. Why? Why didn't do the other 2 children? No. Wait. Wait. There is something wrong here. Let's restart from 0. So I pass in my best node, which is me, because this one is the top of the structure. Ah no, wait. Ah fuck, because now I debugged it and now I went back by the best node. Unfortunately this what? Wait a second. This is not possible. What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait a sec. Let's redo this because I was very confused. In theory, we should start from the top of the structure, which is... What? What? Wait. I think we are arriving in a kind of a weird place because it seems that the top of the structure now is the do nothing, but it's not really possible. It's not really possible. The tribal recipe, unless my assignment made a mess. Yeah, maybe my assignments made a mess, because in theory the tribal recipe should always be the top of the structure. I think we assigned to the top of the structure one of the one below. because we said wait, yeah, I think that's what I did, because in theory we should never touch the top of the structure. I mean, we should never touch the structure. We have two nodes, which are best node and failed node, which are the two variables that we want to change, okay? But the structure we should not yes. So the top of the structure is mining tribe, right? Which is this guy. And this guy, with all this structure, we should never change. We have two variables that we are using just as utilities while we navigate the structure that are best node and failed node, and those ones we can assign, but we should never assign, we should never replace, you know, these ones, right? So that's the point. So I think yes, I probably made a mess with the assignments, because here is where I pass in my this node, and this node is my mining tribe, but in theory this one should never be assigned, right? Should never be changed. So I just want to understand where this is happening, but yes, probably it's because I'm passing in directly the address of that. Which may be okay if it's not a pointer, but I think if it's a pointer, I think it's messing up. Because this current node, in theory, I'm never changing. I'm never assigning it, right? I'm never assigning it. Because here because here it will point to that guy. No, I need it to point to that. I mean, I need best node to point to this node, but not the opposite. Okay, so I don't need this one to point to best node. I need best node to point to current node. This is what I want. This is what I need. Right? In fact, current node is still mining tribe, and best node is still... but the problem is that now they are pointing in the same space. No, they are not pointing in the same space. They are pointing to different spaces. Right? They are pointing to different spaces. I think the problem is when I recurse into it, that then I'm passing here the children, and now my current best node wait a second. But anyway, yes, I think I have to do it the other way. I mean, I think I have to do it the other way. Why I don't see the address of this one? Because it's not a pointer, eh? Yes, I see the problem. He's pointing at the same one, yes, because one is the address of it, and so now end best node is pointing exactly where current node is pointing, right? So these two now became the same one. Okay, no, what I want to do, yeah, it's the function signature. Yes, you need it. Yeah, I know. I was just trying to follow it, but yes, absolutely. I need the address to the pointer, eh? I mean, I need to pass by reference the pointer. That's the thing, right? Otherwise, it will not do it. What is this noise? Is it a WhatsApp or what is it? Ah, yes, it's kind of the okay, sorry. So we need to pass the reference to the address of the pointer. Sorry, what is that function? Where is that function? Oh fuck! What is going on today? Let me put my phone in sleep in silence mode. So like this, huh? Like this, huh? So we are basically passing by reference the pointer structure, huh? Right? Now, can I pass in the guy this way now directly? I think so, because in this case it would be like passing in okay. Pointer to reference. Passing by reference a pointer. Passing by reference a pointer. No, actually it is saying it is much simpler, so that we just need the pointer here. I don't want to change the pointer value, I want to change the what? The block function how to pass a reference to a pointer. Yes, I want a reference to a pointer. So star end, and then I pass it as normal. Yes, I pass it as normal. So I have my pointer, I pass it as normal, and I declare it as a pointer reference. Yeah, it is the wrong way around. It is. It is the wrong way around. You are right. Yeah, I'm also not using a lot of this stuff regularly, so I used it long time ago as well, so but it seems that yes, is the other way around in the declaration. But then when you pass it, you can just pass it normally. I mean, you can pass it as without any operator, right? I don't know why he's still complaining here, but in theory you should not complain anymore. But no, I'm just thinking, do I really need a reference to a pointer, or do I just need a pointer? Because if I change, do I really need a reference to a pointer? Do I really need a reference to a pointer? Yeah, because my structure already exists, so I need to point to that, but there is a pointer. I think it's okay. Okay, now it will not like it because all the assignments are not correct anymore, right? So we can just assign it like this, because this is just passing by reference, but we pass by reference a pointer. So I can go back to the, you know, the original thing, which is probably better, so I don't have to change the, because otherwise it was considering like a local item. Yeah, I cannot exactly. Because I need my pointer to point to something, to point to something else. Not to change the pointer, but to have him point to something else, right? In my tree. So yeah, but basically it's the same. I mean, if you think about it, it's exactly the same syntax, right? If you add, for example, if you add an integer here, if you had an integer instead of this, you would have int and then ampersand and the name, right? So it perfectly makes sense that it's like this, because instead of the int, you have this 3-node pointer. So your type, you know, comes before the ampersand. So absolutely makes sense. I just put it the other way. I don't know why, but but it absolutely makes sense that it's this way, because it's just your type, ampersand, and then the name, right? And my type is a pointer type. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can recurse into this thing, right? So my current node should always be the top, so mining tribe, right? And then we go in and we check this, which we don't care, and we check this, which we don't care, and then we start to add the children to it. So we go in the first children. So basically now we are in our structure, we analyze this one, and then we are going one level down. So now we are analyzing the do nothing, okay? And the do nothing, we check if it's a critical failure, which is not. The wait time is the same, but here we have a better priority. So this one will be selected. So we will go inside of this. So now we are saying that the best node, right? The best node should now be equal to the content of the current node. So let me just see if... Yes, best node is still pointing to something else. Okay, perfect. And no. Wait. I don't see a different address though, so it seems that... okay, no, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. So the best node became... Wait, the best node became... at the moment, do nothing, okay? Because it's the lowest that we actually navigated in the tree, and so wins, okay? And it's perfect. Now we go in, and this one does not have other childs, but we will go out of the function and we will go in the next 4, because now we are going into this line, okay? So we are entering into minor tribe spot. Now minor tribe spot will be the same. It's not a critical failure, it has a different weight, it has the same priority, and so it will not win. Okay, so and he has no child. But now we are going to the third child, and the third child is the one that we want. So now we are here, and this is the one that branches a lot, right? This is the one that branches a lot. So we want to check if it's a critical failure. Is not. The wait time is not. Okay, this one will win because he has a better priority. Wait. There is a bit of a fuck up here, eh? I mean, this one in theory should have should have won. Ah, no, because he's analyzing it versus the do nothing. So the do nothing still wins. Okay, perfect. Because it's the first one, no problem. No problem, so it's correct. But now we go inside the evolve, and so we will start to go inside of these ones, okay? Because this one has childs. This one. Minor evolved tribe. Why this one is no child? Why this one is no child? Wait. This is a problem, huh? Why I don't have a... No, there is some fuck up here. I don't understand why. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, it's correct. Because at the moment, because this part of the structure is getting created only when we are executing this one. So at the beginning, the structure is only this piece. At the beginning of our server, when the server goes up, right? You only know 3 things. Then you choose one of the 3, and after choosing one of the 3, is actually generating the other task. So this task will be generated only after. So it's good. The only point, I don't know if the previous algorithm was choosing the evolve though, instead of choosing the do nothing, because I think the previous algorithm was going the opposite of this, because now basically we selected do nothing, right? Which we will actually execute, I think. And then after having it executed once, we will move to the next one. And then we will move to the next one. So, but before, in the previous algorithm, I think we were starting from evolve. I'm pretty sure. But here in terms of best node, I'm returning do nothing, right? I'm returning do nothing. While in the previous algorithm, which anyway is pretty easy to revive, because I can just do this and the previous algorithm is perfectly revived. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a back and forth, but the code is here and has not been changed, I hope. Yes, so if we recompile this, I think the previous, why this was happening, because it was putting in the queue the children one by one, and then it was popping the children one by one as well, and so I was putting, depends if the pop starts from the beginning or starts from the end. Pops an element from the array. I assume he's taking it from the end, but because it's an array, so yeah, I think he's popping it from the end. So if he pops it from the end, so I put this, and this, and then I pop this, and this. So in theory, the do nothing should win also with this algorithm here. Eh? I mean, it should be the same in theory. Let me check. because I want to be sure that we are not changing the logic of the selection apart from the critical failure that we added, right? So that should be the only difference. Now, if we realize that it was wrong, then okay, but so it's checking if it's a leaf, it's not a leaf. So this is using the old algorithm, right? So the first thing that it's doing is putting the main element into the queue. The main element is this one, mining tribe, okay? And then the old algorithm is just checking, it's just popping it immediately, doing these checks, and then is just putting all the childs in the queue, one after the other, right? So basically he put this, and this into the queue. So at the moment we have 1, 2, 3, and this one has already been removed, right? Then is going again in the so now it's popping the first one. The first one that is popping should be the evolved tribe. Yes, exactly. So he popped the last one that he added. So this one, right? Now here he's doing the checks. He's doing the checks, and he's adding it. Yes, and he's adding it as a best node because he has a higher priority. And so the other ones will not win, and so this one will be the first extracted. Okay, so yeah, it's working the opposite of what we did with the new algorithm. But you know what? I think our algorithm is better though, because it's executing it in the order they are written, which I think it makes more sense. Because now this one will fail because the priority will not be greater, the priority will be equal. So the second element that we popped, which is this one, minor tribe spot, will not be selected. And so this one will win, right? This is our winner of the selection. This is our winner of the selection. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why we should select the last one and not the first one. So yes, the result of this is minor evolved tribe, right? Which doesn't make a lot of sense because in my script, what I wrote down, if you put yourself in the mind of the scripter, where the hell is that? Right? There is the list that I wrote in the script. And so I am expecting, I think I'm expecting the AI to execute them in a sequence somehow, right? Now maybe we can check the recipe that we have in production to understand if we were already aware of the execution from the end. But I don't think so. Like peaceful gobble tribe. Wait, like peaceful. Oh my God, there's so many. Peaceful gobble tribe. There it is. Peaceful gobble tribe. So this one is do nothing. Evolve tribe distributed, gobble tribe upkeep, warrior patrol home, and peaceful gobble tribe spot. So do you think that our documentation says that we are executing it from the end? Load a recipe into the tree. The new recipe priority will be the current recipe priority plus 1. Yes, actually it says that. So it's basically telling you that The new recipe priority will be the current recipe plus 1. So the priority of the second one is higher, right? The priority of the second one is higher. Did we realize that when we were building the scripts or not? I'm just trying to understand. For the ones that are not distributed, yeah, the problem is that the loading only happens. So if I do where algorithm like load recipe, do nothing, evolve tribe, hunting a keep, hunter tribe spots. I mean, we can start from the end, but it looks a bit weird starting from the end, if I can say, but it looks like we were aware of it, because you see that all the do nothing are at the beginning, right? So all the do nothing are at the beginning. So it's like to say my tribe will start with this, right? We'll go in a patrolling mode, and then it will start to evolve, and then we'll do nothing. I think it's just a bit weird that to write a script that is read in the opposite direction, but let me ask to a guy, even if this guy has not been active recently, but you know, you never know. Pinging people sometimes helps. Are you aware that the current tribe scripts are considering the load recipe priority, from the last line to the first line? So for example, in this case, I'm typing in our chat. So for example, in this case, the recipe that's executed first is warrior patrol home, right? Is warrior patrol home. Then this Tloke evolved tribe is executed next. Then Tloke evolved tribe. Then do nothing. I don't know if I can do it the same, but basically for us will be to start from the bottom, which is a bit weird. Well, what I can do maybe to change it is I mean, if the people making the scripts are fine with this and are already aware of this, I messaged one of them, and just to understand if they understand that this is the highest priority recipe. Is a bit counterintuitive to me, because I would expect the first to be the first, but anyway, at the moment the first is the last. And if we are okay with this, but it looks like, because the first thing that the tribe is doing is to allocate the space for the buildings, right? Which is these tribe spots. These tribe spots is allocating the space for the building, which actually makes sense. That is the first thing that we do, right? Now the only question is, okay, if you want to do it the same, how can we change our navigation to do that? It's not very easy because it's a tree. So should we start from the last child and go backward? Yes, we can just revert to this. So if we start from the end, so if we start from the current child num -1 or whatever, and then we go backward and we stop when we are at 0, then I think that now we are recursing the opposite way, right? I think it should be -1, no? Because if I'm not -1, I will exclude the first, because num is the number of elements, no? Okay, let me try like this 1 second. Yeah, unfortunately I need to go back, but anyway, I think to me it's a bit counterintuitive, but fine. If this was the way it was, why not? Sides T is an unsigned. Fuck the unsigned. I don't know why people are using sides T. Why there is this passion about sides T? What? Why? I mean, to get a bit of a benefit in memory for one, you know? I mean, why? Because you get a bit of a benefit? Because the standard, yeah, in fact that was created by a standard, I guess, because I do 4, right, and then control space or whatever it is, and it creates the method, it creates the 4, and it creates it by default with the sides T. I mean, why you cannot go negative on a loop? I mean, yeah, maybe you need to go negative. That's very weird. It is very, 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 very weird. Okay, so so now in theory I should go GG. So we have 3 children. So I should have been 2. And I'm checking if I is less than 0, which obviously is not. And I'm removing 1 element from I when I'm at the end of the loop. But unfortunately, as you can see, it didn't work because he immediately came out of this. Why? Why, if I have 3 childrens and I do 3 childrens -1 and I get my I equal to 2 and I'm checking if I is less than 0, why is not going in? Why is not going in? Why is not going in? Why is not going in, boys? Why is not going in? I is equal to 2. Ah, fuck. Because it's not when he goes out, it's when he stays in. Okay, sorry. It's when he stays in, right? That is the condition that he stays in, not the condition that he stays out. That's why. Yes, I less than 0 is wrong. Yeah, I realized. I realized. But anyway, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's very good to have someone that is checking what you are doing in the meantime, you know? Because two things. One proves that someone is actually listening to what I'm saying and doing, which is very nice. And second, because it's helping me. So we have two major benefits here. Two major benefits. Okay, so we will execute it at the. We will execute it in the same way it was executed in the past. So backward, okay? Fine. If they want it backward, we give it backward. No problem. No problem at all. So we start from children number 2. From child number 2. If this is correct, let's see. Which should be the evolved tribe, right? Which should be the evolved tribe. Yes, correct. Now we do the same checks. We do the same checks, and this one will win for now. Now the next one, since the priority will not be higher, right? They will not win. So the other two will not be executed, unless this one. I have a major doubt in my mind now. I have a major doubt. I have a major doubt. Oh my god. I mean, if it's true, right? If it's true that we are always executing from the back going up. From the back going up. If we put a permanent one, right? Because some are permanent, right? Meaning that they are always executed. If you put a permanent one at the beginning, the others will never be executed. Never ever. In fact, in our production system, the permanent one is always at the top, which means at the end of the execution. Only the do nothing is before that. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it will never work. But for example, no, wait. This one, load recipe, upkeep, patrol, and tribe spots, right? Let's take this example. Gobble upkeep. Gobble upkeep. No. Gobble upkeep. Hey, this one is persistent. This one is persistent. So if this one is persistent and is not the last, the rest will never execute, in my point of view. This one is persistent one, so meaning that this one will always be selected, will never be removed. Will never be removed. Will never be removed. So if it's never removed and we start from the bottom, right? I think there is some problem here, eh? I think there is some problem here. Gobble up keep. Look at this sequence. Look at this sequence. Look at this sequence. Now it's put on one line, which is a bit annoying to read, but so I'm going to split it. So this sequence is like this. Is tribe spots, upkeep, and then the rest. The problem is that upkeep is persistent. The problem is that if we have two persistent, now this one will never go away because we are basically the persistent are this one and this one. So we have two persistent. Ah, but there is a trick. There is a trick that the one that has more priority, which means more is indented the most, so is the lower level, wins. So I don't know. I don't know if this one will ever be executed. I have no idea, but we can test it right now. But this can be a problem, because if we have two persistent in the same script, I feel that the persistent will always win. This may be a major flaw, This may be a major flaw. This will be a major flaw. Okay, let's try to keep that in mind. I don't know if I can, but let's try to keep that in mind. I don't know if I can remember it because I will forget maybe, but let's keep that. We need to test also one case in which we have two persistent into different places and see if they are both happening. Okay, but anyway, this is doing what the old thing was doing, so I think we are good. We are good. So we go in with I equal to 2. So we start from the bottom. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? I don't understand what happened. I is 2, okay. I is 2. So I go in and I pass. Why he crashed there? Why crashed? Ah, because children is empty. Ah, fucking stupid me. What is this children here? Current node, should be current node children. What the fuck? What was the children about? Ah, was my, yeah, okay. Sorry, it's fucked up. It is fucked up. Okay, now it's okay. Goes back to the persistent walking man. Always wins. So there can be two of them. Now there is a bit of a possibility that the walking man is basically spawning other smaller walking men that are running faster. And if one of the two walking men is spawning more walking smaller guys, sometimes one wins and sometimes the other wins. So just to keep the analogy, but so I think it's actually possible, but so it's actually possible. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Then I will have to understand why the do nothing is still there, but fine. I think we will learn it later on. Okay. Okay. So best node now should be evolve mine, whatever. Mine or evolve tribe. Perfect. 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 It's going in. Now this one will not win the priority. Exactly. So he goes out, this one goes in and will not win the priority. Exactly. And then we go out, and so we have our best node as Evolved Tribe, right? Okay, no! Ah, wait, it's not been assigned yet. Perfect, Evolved Tribe. Okay, so now the algorithm works in the same way it was working before, with the difference that now, since we are scanning the structure in a recursive way following the tree, we can actually stop for a critical failure at the right point, and so exclude also the lower levels, okay, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Okay, that's very nice. So what I want to do now is to just run it, and allow my guy to I think I can remove this breakpoint actually, and I can also remove yes, minor dig. Okay, seems to be working exactly like before, which is nice. Wait, because here is doing something different. Fuck. It is doing something different. Why? Ah, yes, because it's the call, and for the call he has the knowledge. Yes. Perfect. He's doing exactly like the previous, because he's generating the minor dig resource test, examine, whatever, explore mine only for the gold, because the gold is the one that doesn't know where to find. Okay. So now the guy is going to mine. He's going to mine. You see, he's trying to find coal. One time, and then it will do it again 2 times. I can make it bigger because otherwise you don't see anything. Font, what do you mean? Is it already 16? It doesn't seem 16 to me. Okay, make it 18. Make it 20. Okay. So he went to mine. He will go 1 time, then come back. And then in theory, it will evaluate what to do next. And in this case, it will go for gold. But first we need to wait that he's coming back from the first task. Which should happen in theory now. Yes, he removed the pickaxe, the rock pick. And now he's probably walking back. Okay, he came back. Now let's see what is the next recipe. In theory, the next recipe should be again mine, but should be the one with gold instead of minor evolved tribe. Okay, that's good. Best recipe, minor evolved tribe. Okay. Adding recipe, okay. Up to here, everything is fine. I understand it's a bit hard to follow for you, but believe me, up to here is fine. Minor dig resource, okay. Recipe, test mine, perfect, because it's going for gold. Yes, increments the failure once on the gold. Fine. What is doing now? He's executing the minor test. Perfect. Go. Okay. So now he was sent to mine gold. Okay. He was sent to mine gold. And this operation will fail multiple times, right? And it will accumulate the failures. Until reaching 3 failures, and and when he accumulates 3, we will have a critical node. So when he accumulates, so basically what is happening is that, yes, he mined for coal and he said, okay, fine. Now he's mining for gold and exploring mines. Go to mine doesn't exist. Well, yeah, in theory, yes. Go to random mine, actually. That's the way it truly is at the moment. So that is what he's doing. He's going to one random mine trying to search for gold. So he will do these 3 lines multiple times, right? And it will fail, right? Okay, so yes, so he did it 1 time. Now we let him go and do it 2 other times. So he's now going for the second. And the arrow is never catching the tortoise, huh? That's because you are measuring too much. Okay, he's mining for the second time. He's mining. He actually found gold, okay? But this is not a problem to us because our failure is a different type of failure. So don't be confused about that. He actually found gold at the moment, but we are checking the failure based on another element, not this one. And it's the same. It's the same as... So don't worry. He found gold, but he will report that he didn't find any gold. Because there is another problem I need to investigate there, but I'm using this case as an example for failure. Right? This is just an example for failure for us, but failure can happen for any kind of executions. Okay, so it should be coming back home, right? You should coming back home right now. Yeah, it takes a bit because we need to wait the guy to go and come back, but I could have placed maybe the mine a bit closer. I don't know. Okay, he's back home. He's back home after the second try. Now, at the moment, I don't think we have a critical. Okay, because if we have a critical, I think I have a breakpoint inside the critical. But let's check to be 100% sure. Yes, I have a breakpoint. So, right. So we will come here anyway if we find. So let's allow him to go another time, which is actually the 3rd fail. Ah, okay. So this is already the 3rd failure. Ah, yes, because we checked before he goes. Yes, this is actually the 3rd failure. This is actually the 3rd failure. So, fuck, but I didn't catch it. Okay. I should have catch the thing a bit before the recurse 3, but basically we are already inside our 3 recursion, okay? So we are scanning this structure again, and we arrived here, and we actually have a critical failure, meaning that this guy failed 3 times doing this job, right? And so at this point, since it's a critical failure, we want to do something else. And in fact, we will exclude, is a critical failure, yes. We will assign the current node, which should be dig resource, perfect, to failed node. So we keep it in memory and we return. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Now, we recurse on the next one, is not critical. Do we need it? I don't know. Maybe we don't need it. We recurse again on another child. We are going in a million places. Now, I cannot really follow it fully here, but I just want to see the end result of this. Okay. So, which one is the best node now? The best node is minor evolved tribe. So basically he said, I cannot go there. I need to select the top again, which is kind of weird, but considering that at the moment there are no other childs, I think it's good. So he selected, the real name is this one, minor evolved tribe. He selected back this one. And this one now should tell him to go to the next element, right? At least I think we will. I think in theory, it will. Because minor evolved tribe should have an extra requirement 3. Exactly. So he has an extra requirement 3. Where next requirement 3 is 0, 1, 2, 2, 3. So he should go here now. Okay. He should go in build campfire. He should go in parse requirements. Let me go inside of this one because, oops, what happened? I pressed F11 but in the wrong place. Oh fuck. Wait. I pressed F11 but it did it on the other screen, so I maximized your okay, I'm back. So for some reason I was on the other screen. So we go inside parse requirement. Now parse requirement, right? Building. So actually he went inside build campfire, I think. No? Build campfire. Here it is. Okay, very nice. Now yes, he will realize that he doesn't have enough campfires yet. And so he will schedule the building of the new campfire. It worked, boys. There is the ultimate proof that actually it worked. Okay? Which is very nice. So we progressed and we implemented properly the management of failures. Now, I don't know if it's perfect, probably not, but at least I didn't read your stuff, Strick. The point of site C is that it always has the right size for the current architecture. If it's 32-bit wide and 32-bit systems, it's forbidden the flexible system. Okay. And the unsigned is used because otherwise it can overflow with very large shard array. So maybe it's just for backward compatibility, let's say. For kind of backward compatibility. Okay, sorry, I read that one a bit late, but GG! Okay, so this means that, okay, before, so 2 days ago, our tribe was trying to execute this, and then it was getting stuck on mine gold, and it was continuing mining gold forever because it couldn't do it, because this one was failing, right? Now, he realized that he's failing, and after 3 times he's actually moving to the next one. Now it doesn't mean that the next one is something that he can do, because maybe if he needs gold to build this one, obviously he will not be able to do it, but at least he goes to the next one, right? And so now we can see what happens. Now we can see what happens. The question is, does this guy have enough resources to actually build a campfire? Does this guy has enough resources to build a campfire? And even better question, did he reserve the spots for building? I think it didn't, because in my example, unfortunately, I have this sequence. Upside down compared to what the. But we can see what happens. Okay, we can see what happens. Because in theory, this guy should realize that this one is failing as well, because he doesn't have a spot. And now, if he will fail it a number of times, he will give up doing this, and he will start to do this one, right? So we can see what happens. I think it's very interesting to see what happens. Okay, so at the moment he's trying to build a campfire. This is what he's trying to do. I mean, the tribe would like to build a campfire. The tribe object. So the mega brain. Where is the mega brain? The mega brain is saying, I want to build a campfire. And now it will send this request to one of the NPC, okay? Exactly here. So I'm expecting that the result of this... Okay, apart from this one, because he still realized that mining gold is not an option, right? So he will exclude it. He will exclude mining gold. But he will... can I get out of this? Perfect. He selected build campfire. Beautiful. He selected build campfire. So the tribe is saying, yes, I want to do this. And now I give it to this guy. So he gives it to this guy. And I don't know, because I never built a campfire in Unreal. So I don't know exactly what will happen. We never executed this code in Unreal before. So I have no idea what is going to happen. But we will see very, very soon. Like now. Okay, it's parsing the different requirements, so it's basically checking if he can do it. He needs to have one member available, and one member is available. He needs to have... what the fuck he needs to have? He needs to have 10 coal. 10 coal. I don't know why coal and not wood to build a campfire, but it's fine. 10 coal, right? And he has it. And so the requirement is met. And that's it. And that's it. So all the requirements, so one available guy and 10 coal as material. So he said yes, and so now we are executing the algorithm. So we are going into building it for real. Right? Size T, by the way. So to build a campfire, I don't know exactly what this guy is gonna do, but we can see it before he crashes, because I think he will, but maybe not. To build a campfire, miner build campfire is selecting one guy, locating a building spot, which unfortunately we don't have because we had the sequence the wrong way. is percepting build on the tribe member, and then is removing 10 from the resources. So he's actually consuming the 10 coal, right? But I think unfortunately will fail on locate building spot. I mean, for sure he will fail in locate building spot, 100%. But it seems he's not failing, which is a bit weird. Maybe there is a default in case you don't find a spot, because it seems that it actually worked. Okay. I mean, at least the algorithm executed. So we selected the guy and we actually asked him to build. Now, asking him to build means we're asking him to build. We're asking him to build. Which means, oh my god. Which means asking him to build. Where is it? Go to sleep, wake up, breathe, buy, go to work, go build. Here it is, go build. So this script is the one that we are triggering when the hive mind is asking to the guy to go build. Okay. Okay, he's saying to everyone that he's going to build. Who cares? He's locating the building spot. He's waiting a certain amount of time, which is decided by the building time. He's also saying nice work building this. Okay. He's also saying that. And then he's actually using build. Okay. Build is an NPC operation. Build is an NPC operation. So in theory we should have a build operation. Okay. So in theory we should arrive. There is the breakpoint already. Beautiful. No, there is not, because I didn't select the right one. Build operation run. Okay. So in theory, if I press F5 now, so if we go on with the operation, we should reach that point. Assuming that he can reach the location. I don't know what he's doing, but it seems weird. He may not be able to reach the location because the location was not specified. We can go and check where he is and what he's doing. Where he is and what he's doing. But I don't need any of my breakpoints. We did now. I don't know where he went, but he went somewhere and now he's building. Okay, very nice. Can I get the position of the NPC? But anyway. So he's checking if we are in a tribe. He's asking NPC tribe build. Pickupable. False. NPC is our guy. So everything seems to be fine. I don't know why it took so much time to actually go and do it. For the wait time. Because there is a wait time. There is the time that it takes to build. Okay, I understand. That's the reason. Shouldn't that check the recipe if it doesn't have a requirement? No, because we always have a fail workaround, fail workaround, fail workaround. It is the way our code works at the moment for AI. So they try to do something, they fail, and then they decide to do something to fix the failure. Like I need to build this thing, I need the 10 gold. Oh, I don't have the gold, and so I need to mine gold, right? So that is how our logic works at the moment. Get building spot. I don't know if get building spot is actually going to work, but it seems that building spot. Oh my god, position 000. Yeah, he defaulted to he defaulted to 000. So that's definitely a problem. This is because we don't have the mine trying spot. Okay, we can redo it, but I just want to see if he crashes somewhere else. He's trying to build at 000, which is okay. Get home position. Get home position. Building sector. Get home sector. Consider that this code has never been run in Unreal, ever. Ever. So, okay, he's getting the right sector. Is getting the building position plus the building spot. In this case, you know, we are lucky because he's using the home plus an offset, and since the offset is 0, he will build it exactly in the middle of the house. Okay, now we ask the server to spawn the building. Upon spawn, a persist item will be sent to the client. A new building will be added to asset as part of the end of persist item process. Okay, so here we are actually creating the item, right? Creating the item. I have no idea what will happen, guys. Hold very tight. Okay. Got spawn building command. These are the coordinates. Perfect. PS item stats. I'm trying to get an item from the database. Well, from the cache actually, but anyway, it was right in the database, which is actually a campfire. A campfire item. And I'm generating the item. I'm saving the item to the database as well. And here I'm creating the item into the world, right? Which I have no idea if this is gonna happen for real, but potentially. Is under entity manager create item. Is one of these two. Yeah, I think this one is the same that we use for dropping items to the ground. So I think it should be fine, boys. It should be fine. It should be fine. You know what? I think it worked. I will just connect and see. So if we have a campfire in the middle of the location of the home, it succeeded. It can also be a sack, okay? It can be a sack 3D model, because I don't know if the campfire actually has an associated 3D model at the moment. But if there is a campfire here... If there is a campfire here... It actually worked. Yay! We created our campfire! Campfire created! Okay, so he built that. Now, he's not in the right location because he's like flying in the sky, but I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. Yeah, now he's continuing to do the other work. I don't know exactly which work he will do, but yeah, I think he will build another. I think he will build another. I think he will build another one. Or he wants to mine more. Now, why the position is... like this. Well, I think the position is like this because first we didn't select a spot, right? But I'm very happy that he built a campfire because it means that we can actually spawn properly the buildings, right? Next task is the NPC to sit near to the campfire and sing. Yes. Yes. He will do. He will do. He will do. He will do easy. Okay, so we have few things to fix. First, but I think we are in good shape here. Eh? We are in good shape. So first, we go in our tribe recipe in our dummy database, and we put the spots. And we put the tribe spots before the evolution, right? Because this should be done before, otherwise it will always fail. And the same for this other example. It should be done before. Yeah, because it starts from the bottom, okay? So I don't know, they did it this way, it's fine. They start from the bottom. So this is the first one to be executed. Then this, then this. So now we will have the spots. Now, how the spots are actually working? How the spots are actually working? I have no idea. Ah, they are as are coded as this. Holy shit. I really don't like this. I think we can do better than this with Unreal. I mean, for now, I will just try to bring the same functionality, okay? But actually, I think that the best would be to just ask Unreal to find an empty spot where you can walk and just give it to us, right? I think would be better. Do you think if I put it this way, it will still work? I think it should. -4 +6. Yeah, the problem is that this is just our coding coordinates, you know, in the world. And I think it's a very bad idea. I think we should have... I think we should have our home, right? Our home centered in a certain location. And then around us there is some space, you know, that we can navigate, and we can just ask to Unreal to get 1 point in a certain range from the home tribe, right? Which is a place where you can walk. Now, the only problem of this is that if we randomize it, maybe the village will be built like this, which will look very bad, right? Like all the houses will be one next to the other. While, yeah, that's probably why we did it. That's probably why we did it. So at least this will ensure that they are like built in a reasonable location. The problem I have is that if there are not at least 8 meters, right? If there are not at least 8 meters from we will put maybe a building inside an existing map element. So basically we need to ensure that these locations are actually meaningful, right? Given our center, we should because 8 meters is a lot. 6 meters, 4 meters. And also I think we want to find a connection with the ground, right? Because the ground, you know, the ground can be, if you look at it from the side, right? If you look at it from the side, the ground can be a hill, you know, can be like this. Now, if I put my tribe here, and then I'm randomizing the locations, they may be below the surface. So I need to randomize the location, but then I need to find the interconnection point with the ground, right? So that these spots will actually be meaningful, right? Or for now, you know, we require that the tribe is building in a flat space, which I think is what we do at the moment. So I think at the moment we just put tribes where there is enough flat space around them, and then we just randomize like this. I think it can be okay for now. I don't want to, you know, make it too complex, but there is a very simple system, and I don't think it's a great idea. I don't think it's a great idea. Okay, so we reverted the spots. So let's try to use these spots now. So -4, 6, 0, whatever. So the campfire, there is one campfire in the middle, which is 0, 0, 0, which is very nice. So anyway, it would have selected 0, 0, 0 for the campfire, because the campfire is in the middle. And then there is another campfire at -4, -4. Okay, the only thing I need to be sure is that this reserve spot is using the new coordinate system and not the old coordinate system, because this one is using X, Y, Z, but unfortunately where the Y was the vertical, right? And so we need to invert this two. We need to invert, well, I can just do 2 and 1. So this will be the vertical, this will be, wait, the opposite. This will be the Y, and this will be the Z, right? Vertical axis. So I need to invert these two, otherwise we have to change all of these coordinates, and doesn't seem to be a good idea for now. Because otherwise I need to well, I can also do it. Is only what? Is only 2 of them? Well, it's only 2 of them in my dummy database, but in the real database, reserve spot is, well, it's only 4. Yeah, it's only 4. Maybe we can change the data, so it will be correct for the future with Unreal coordinates. Yes, maybe it's a good idea. So I don't do this inversion. Otherwise we will have to write, you know. So that is X, that is Y, and that is Z, which is the vertical axis. So basically now what we need to do, we need to put in our conversion script, which is the one that we call when we convert the whole database, right? Tribe changes. We need to do let's say change coordinate system XYZ XZY to XYZ, right? And so I need to do an update. Tribe underscore recipe, and then I need to do set algorithm equal to this, and I will fix it where ID equal to 40, because we only have these 4 anyway. So, and in this one I will invert, you see this 6 will go instead of this 0, and this 4 will go there, and this -6 will go here, and this -2 it will go there, right? And then we do the same for the other 3, right? Maybe it's even identical. Is it identical? Maybe we are lucky it is identical. Ah no, here there are many more spots. Okay. So, because probably this is a bigger tribe, I don't know. The first ones are identical, but then there is more stuff. Probably there are more spots. There are more tents. -4, 0 campfire, 0 spot. Now we can go in Unreal and actually get a real campfire, so we have the satisfaction, you know, of seeing the campfire, which can be also an option. -8, 0. Okay, so we did the second one, then we do, wow, this one is huge. Holy fuck. This one is big, boys. But we can do it. We can do it. It's only changing numbers, so we can definitely do it. Do you think that all the ones are identical up to a certain point? So I can just copy, let's see, 4, 0. No, they are different because each one has different names. Like this one is a Eagle Gobble Hut, which is a different building. So there are actually different buildings. Now, I think that the players may be able to destroy these buildings, okay? Now, maybe not immediately, but the idea is that if an hostile tribe is starting to build in a certain location, you should be able to counter that, right? So you should be able to go there and destroy their buildings. Now, they will not be very happy. So they will attack you, most likely. But if you're stronger than them, you will win. And you will destroy the tribe. So that would be possible. Okay, I'm doing this very nice job of changing all the numbers. I'm doing this very nice job. Okay, I'm done. Okay, we did all of this. Now let's see if I update the database here. Set as default. SQL editor. No. SQL editor. New SQL script. And then I execute this as a script. Okay, did it. This is the production one, but we also need to do the same for our dummy database. We also need to do the same for our dummy database, but this one of the dummy database I can do it directly. I can do it directly here. Right, so it becomes 60 40 -6. The other thing we need to do, we need to convert centimeters to meters, because we need to convert centimeters to meters. Because we still have the Unreal unit of measure versus the script unit of measure, right? Okay, nice. Okay, so this is done. Now the unit of measure, or we do it here directly because it is doing where. Yeah, I think we should do it here directly. So this will be multiplied by 100. Okay. This will be multiplied by 100. Okay, nice. So we get... okay. Okay. Good. Okay, let's recompile. Let's recompile. Now, the first campfire will be anyway built in the middle, so doesn't really make a difference. Now, we just need to understand if the tribe location is wrong. I think the tribe location may be too high. Right? I think the tribe location should be on the ground, otherwise items will fly, and it's not very nice to have items flying. Come on, there is something that is a bit annoying when you need to select fuck, what did I do? No, I clicked on something. No. What did I click on? Okay, not that, please. What the... tribes. Yes, this one. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the location. I think this location is probably incorrect in terms of Z, because when you take a Z position with your character, you are taking it from the belt, you know, from the middle of the capsule. So I think that all these numbers are about 80 centimeters or between 60 and 70 centimeters too high, right? So I think 605 should become something like 530 or something. 530, and this one should be something like I don't know, instead of 85, let's remove 70, so 15, right? Now at least it will be on the ground. Now, do we have a campfire item? I think it would be nice to see the campfire item instead of a freaking sack, but... And also, I don't know if we have the hut. Because they can also build huts, right? So I think we need to go in item stats. We need to go in item stats. Oh, finally the editor. It's long time I don't see the editor. It's like 3 days I don't see the editor. Item stats. Come on, item stats, easy. Item stats, for sure we have a campfire. I just don't know if he's pointing to anything meaningful. No, he's still using the old stuff. Okay, that's why. That's why it's not working. We need the item stats from production, which I think may be okay also for the campfire. Let me see. Yes. This one is pointing to a real static mesh. Okay, so we will set it also in our dummy database. We will set the icon. And we will set the texture. Okay. Okay, so at least this campfire should be nice. Now, the hut. The hut, which will be the next thing that this guy will build. The hut. Do we have it? Do we have it? I think we have it. The problem is if he's pointing to something. Yes, he's pointing to meaningful stuff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So we can copy these values as well in the dummy database. And so in theory, also the buildings. We don't have these buildings. We don't have these buildings. Because we have a small tent. Okay, the small tent. We can use the small... Yeah, because in the dummy database we don't have everything, but we have anyway the small tent, and I think the small tent can be used. Which is this. And this, which is already correct, and this. Okay. So we can save it. Nice. So now also the tent will be correct. Maybe we can double check it, but I think it's fine. Game things building. Games things buildings. Game things buildings. And then tents small. Tents small. Yeah, easy. So this one is okay. So what he will try to build is this thing, okay, at the moment. I mean, it's just an example, but he will try to build this. And the campfire. And the campfire is game things lights. Game things lights. And then campfire 01. Okay, perfect. Which is this guy. Okay, is this guy here. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so my suggestion is that we let the guy run for a bit with the new data without debugging, and we see what happens. So I will disable the debugging. I will disable all breakpoints, right? We will still run it in debug mode, which is fine. But we will disable that. Oh fuck, he did the... Wait, no, I don't want that. He did the hot reload build. Annoying. Okay, but it's okay, we can go without. Okay, so now we will just let it go. Let it roam free. And you know what? I'm so confident about it. And it starts to be a bit late, but I'm so confident about it. Then I will also allow him to... No, we'll do it tomorrow. No, because I can also allow him to reproduce, but let's do one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time. Because actually with two people, he will fail faster, right? Will it fail? So if I have two people from my tribe that are both trying to search gold, will they both fail? I mean, will they both increment the failure count? I think so, yes. I think they will both increment the failure count. I think so. But now we know exactly what is happening, right? So it's very easy for us to follow what is going on. The only difference is that we allocated the tribe spots this time, right? We allocated the positions where the items should go. So the idea is to follow this guy. Well, we don't really need to follow him, but... by the way, the campfire was stored in the database. So in reality, the tribe knows that he has a campfire now? I think it's very possible, huh? Because we didn't clean it up, so... We didn't clean it up. Holy shit! What the fuck? Are these the assets or are the... No. I think these ones are the... This guy's going to mine. I think these ones are the reserved spots. I think he created it now. But campfire, you see campfire is actually status number 3. So probably he thinks that the campfire is already built because we built it. Status. Why we don't put freaking descriptions in the database? Why? Why we don't put descriptions? Why I need to go crazy this way? I need to search tribe assets, right? And I need to search where is putting status. Okay. Status of this asset, user for building. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, not applicable, not used, in construction, constructed. You see that 30123 is constructed. So at the moment he thinks that the campfire is already constructed. The problem is that we didn't spawn it. Okay, that's another problem. So when the server is loading, you should check the status of the tribes, and if the tribe already built something, you should respawn it. Okay. And that part of the code probably at the moment is not running. Which I guess is fine. Which I guess is fine. So this guy, by the way, this guy is speaking when... You see, this guy is speaking when he's doing stuff. So now he's saying, going to mine resource gold ore. Right? So he's actually going to mine. Let me just check if he has enough materials. If the tribe has enough materials to actually build something else. He has 12 coal. Holy shit, he has 1 skin. Where did he find this 1 skin? They killed someone or what? The tribe found 1 skin somewhere. I don't know where. Okay. I'm starting to be scared that the AI is going to take over me. Where did you find the skin, man? Yeah, he's mining down there. Is there mining, okay? Now he's coming back again, and now he will realize that that particular mining thing has failed, right? And so he will move to the next task, because he went twice already, and it is the 3rd time. And I think at the 3rd, yeah, going to build campfire. Look at that. Look at that. Bro, where are you going? Where are you going? You need to build a campfire there, not there. Where are you going? Going to build campfire. Where? You're going back? Why are you going back? Why you went there and come back? Because you need to navigate anyway to the home somehow? I don't think so. What are you gonna do now? I think it takes him 10 seconds to build a campfire. He built it! Look at this! He built it! And now it's also the right thingy. Nice work building this campfire. Look at that. Nice work building this campfire. So, okay, built it. Now we can have an animation, you know, when he's building it. We can have kind of a transition so that it looks like he's really building it. I mean, we can have, you know, better animation, some sound, some whatever, some smoke. And now he's going to mine more coal because yes, actually, and that's correct, because if he wants to build something else, now the coal was 12, but now as you can see it's 2. And to build any other buildings, you know, he needs at least 10 coal, right? Because the building cost is here. The building cost to build campfire is costing 10 coal, 10. And the tent, the tent is costing 15 skin. Yeah, but skin, I didn't analyze it yet. I have no idea where I can buy it. He can buy it. He can buy it from a merchant. He can buy it from a merchant. Holy shit. He went to the merchant and bought it, boys. He went to the merchant and bought it. He went to this guy and bought the freaking skin. Very nice. We just need to solve the animation thingy, because the animation thingy, yeah, now it's working, but he knows the coal is good for fire. Yes, I think so. But the fact that he went to buy the skin is pretty amazing. Means that another part of the code is actually working. Otherwise, he would have not got the skin, right? What are you doing, bro? What are you going to do? Tell me. I think you're going to mine more coal, actually. Because you only have 2. Yeah. You suck a bit at mining, I have to say. You're not very good at mining. We can cheat and add some... He has 4 now. He has 4 coal, right? Okay, let me do this. Let me stop it. And let me give him a lot of material. So we will give him like 50 coal and 50 skins and whatever, right? So whatever he needs. And we will clean... I want to clean the database though. I want to clean the database from the existing buildings, okay? So tribe assets, we will delete everything. So that is not confused by existing buildings. And that's it. And I think it's okay. So we assume that he got this material somehow, right? We assume that he got the materials. And then we're gonna run it again. And then I'm going to bed. And then we're gonna run it. Yeah, he has low mining skill, but you know what? He's making experience every time he builds. So he's getting better. Because the rules for NPC are identical to the ones of the players. So he actually makes practice and experience while he's mining. Everything he does is getting better at it. Believe it or not. Believe it. Okay, now I cleaned this one, but now you will see that probably is populated again. Yes, because these are all the empty spots and they are all to be constructed, right? They are all to be constructed. So now we want to see what this guy is saying. Yes, some problem failing moving. I think probably because there is some issue with some of the locations that I don't know why he's saying this, but usually you see I was teleported, failed to move, failed to move, failed to move. This I need to check, but after some time is fixing itself. It is easy, so you progress in skill, you make stuff that seem to get better in skill. Yeah, you get experience, yes. You get practice on it and experience, yes. What do you mean? The more you mine, or the more you craft, or the more you do whatever, right? You get better at it. He decided to go to mine gold. Why? I don't know. We gave him a lot of gold, but it's true that he has a target of 150 gold. He went to mine gold, boys. I think we need to wait that he's coming back from gold. And then he will do some other stuff, right? Meanwhile, since we are waiting, the bar should rise, or you should get a message, your level skilled up. I never got that message. That's strange, Maui. What do you mean? I mean, how do you increase? How do you increase your crafting skills in game at the moment? I mean, assuming that you are playing the game that you play the game recently, right? So if you want to, yeah, exactly. Ah, you are saying in Unreal. I was thinking you were speaking of Legacy. It's the same. The rule is the same. The rule is identical. Maybe the message is not coming to you. I can check that. But the rules are identical. Okay. Okay, not real. No, the rules are identical. So the messages are identical. So if it doesn't come to you, I think is maybe a small bug. Maybe a small bug. Just that message. If you copy the message that you get in Legacy, I can search it in the code, and it's very easy for me to find out where it is. I think now it's gonna do something else. Yeah, now he's building campfire. I don't understand what... I mean, he wants to build a campfire here. And to build campfire is going down there, and then he's coming back. I have no idea why. Probably because he cannot find the location connected to a waypoint. Like the location of the tribe is not really... But I think it is. But anyway, you see that he's going there, he's coming back. And then now he will build a campfire. So imagine him now, right? Building something. Imagine that here there is a particle effect, some smoke. You know, I will add some smoke. And now, boom, the campfire is there, right? Now, I don't know why he's always going there and coming back. That's kind of weird, but... It's like if he has a default waypoint. Like if he has a default waypoint there in the middle. Right? Okay, he's going to build a small tent now. He's going to build a small tent. He's always going there and coming back. There is another guy moving. Oh my god. Who the fuck is the other guy moving? Uh-oh. Did you see the crane? Did you see the crane going back and forth? What the fuck was that? This game is taking over me. This game is taking over. There are people moving. Where are you going, bro? It's building something. Build, 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 build. You can do it. You can do it. Yes! You built it, bro. Look at this. You built it. Wow, the crane passed in again. Where is the crane going? It's becoming invisible though. You see this invisible? It's because I'm a GM and I see him. So he's appearing and then becoming invisible, going the other way. What this guy is going to build? I think he's going to build more stuff because I gave him a lot of resources. So I think he's going to continue to build stuff in here. Going waiting? What do you mean going waiting? Why you go there? And why that crane is appearing? This is all very, very strange. Invisible. I see you. I see you. You are not invisible. He doesn't care. He doesn't really care. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do though? Can I speak with you? I can. Ah, bug. Ah, bug. If I speak with him, since the camera is locked on the character and he's moving, my camera is brought together with him. Look. It can be handy now. I mean, it can be handy in this situation, but it's not really going waiting. Going waiting. I don't know. Is waiting something, which can be okay. I mean, there is a bit of waiting going on. I have no problem for him to wait. He can wait a bit. The only problem that we have an issue in finding the home, because every time he tries to go home, I mean he tries to do something, he's going there and coming back. So like if he's trying to reach the middle of the home, and he has to do all that movement all the time. So there is probably a bug in the detection of the home and movement to the home. No, the construction. The construction areas are not blocking. The campfire is still on the ground, off the ground. Yes, a bit, because in my calculation I moved it not enough. But I think that, you know, I need to do the intersection between this and the ground anyway. By code, I need to do it in the code because. I don't know, this guy is waiting a lot. I don't know what he's doing, but he's really waiting a lot. He's not doing anything anymore. I don't know what the tribe is doing. I don't know what the tribe is doing. We can re-enable all the breakpoints, but... Boom. Next recipe. What is the next recipe? Bro, what is the next recipe, please? The next recipe is what? Is do nothing? I think he went in a loop now. I think he went in a loop of do nothing. We have to check that, but I think I will check it tomorrow. So it seems that now so basically we successfully did this, right? The tribe spots. So we managed to. I need a green that is not really killing my eyes. Yeah, maybe it is. We did this. We did this. We did this. We did. Well, actually, this one failed, but I mean, it failed because we want him to fail. Okay, we want him to fail, but actually. He was actually mining gold, exploring mines, going to a random mine. He built a campfire, he built a tent, right? But now somehow he's kind of stuck. So probably because if you want to build more tents, you need more members, right? I think that's probably the reason. Because I think that now he needs to grow the tribe before building another tent. Because I think that building a second tent may be needed. I mean, you may need to have more than one. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think we will check it tomorrow at this point because I cannot start a new chapter. But yeah, I think it was very, very good. So we fixed the algorithm. We managed to get this guy building stuff, and we managed to to basically reach that point, and I'm very happy about it. Very happy about it. So we're making good progress, boys. So, yes, I was saying, meanwhile, if you're new to the stream or if you are just there lurking, you can click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. That's free and it is helping us anyway. And you can also check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can get access to our Discord supporters channel, access to the alpha, and anyway, feel nice because you supported us, right? And see some videos that I'm posting sometimes. Yeah. Let me see if someone is here that we can raid. We can raid this guy, which is anyway working on Unreal, I guess. Let me check first, because the other time he was doing... Yeah, he's working in Unreal. So we can do it. Let's do a small raid. And... So if you want to raid, the YouTube people should go to this address, which is the Twitch one, and join us in the raid. Goodbye, people, and thank you, VacUI, for the follow. Thank you for the follow, and hope to see you tomorrow. I will be here again, and yeah, have fun. Bye bye. See you, boys. See you, boys.